Hello, this is the TradeSight Forex Market Preview and International Economic Data Roadmap for the week beginning Sunday, October 27th, 2013, and ending Friday, November 1st, 2013. Yes, that's right. We're into the last 2 months of the year at the end of this week and holiday season. Here's a look at the US dollar index daily chart. You'll notice that we are actually 12 bars down. If I put this into projection mode, oh, no, not quite. Sorry. We could be 12 bars down very easily with any lower close on the chart. And that means that we could be seeing a 13 buy signal within another day or two. So it's a very significant point here. We haven't had a signal, a seeker signal on the daily chart for a while in either direction. So this would be a first for a while and probably signify a turning point to the upside in the dollar index. But we'll have to see when and how we get that signal exactly. Here's a look at the euro dollar daily chart, and you can see we have made new highs on the euro dollar. This one now is got a new 9-bar count that just recycled what would have been a 10 on the seeker. So we're starting over in terms of the seeker count here. Let's take a look at the pound. There's the pound index. Not really anywhere except for the fact that we had the 13 sell signal about 8 days ago. This is the risk line, the pink risk line of that. Notice how we haven't been pushing higher on the pound, even though we have on the euro, and we've been hitting new lows on the dollar. But the pound is not moving once this 13 sell signal is in place. Let's take a look also at the Aussie dollar. 13 sell signal a week ago. The risk line was exactly hit and tested, failed, and rolled over from there. So we've got a lot of indications that the dollar index is bottoming out. I'm not going to see it on the euro specifically, but we've got it on the dollar index. We've had it on the Aussie. We've had it on the pound. So it's going to be interesting to see if we do get that turn. We've got to be on the look for that at this point. Let's take a look. Here's the dollar index for the week. So this kind of tells you in 30-minute bars. This is Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, and Monday. So you can see how flat everything was after Tuesday, and that's just impossible. And once again, because of it, let's look at our trading ranges on the individual pairs. Here's the euro dollar. You can see that the total range for the week is decent because it's about 170 pips, but almost all that was on Tuesday. And you can see after that we were back to our range problem that we've been having the last 2 or 3 weeks. So it's been real disappointing back in Forex again. Had a couple great weeks and then right back to slow activity, which makes it tough to make money. Small winners, small losers trading off. We're just kind of treading water while we wait for this period to end. Here's a look at the pound dollar. Sorry about that. Here's a look at the pound dollar. A little bit more activity back and forth, but net for the week only, again, about 140 pips of range. Actually less than the euro because it was back and forth. But this one gave us a few better opportunities for the week than the euro did. So having said that, there's not much else to look at on the charts. Again, we're just sort of looking for that roll in the dollar index back to strengthen the dollar. So let's go ahead and look at the economic data that's coming out this week. Here is starting tonight, Sunday. New Zealand is on a bank holiday today. Tomorrow for the U.S., we've got capacity utilization, industrial production. Remember, some of these data numbers are coming out on days they don't normally come out because we're still making up for them not coming out during the government shutdown. UK, you've got MPC member Dale speaks, a speech out of the Parliament. And then you've got pending home sales out of the U.S., household spending and unemployment rate and retail sales out of Japan Monday night. Going into Tuesday, we've got German consumer climate. UK's got a money supply number. Canada in the morning has RMPI and IPPI that goes off at the same time as our retail sales and PPI data. US has consumer confidence as well at 10 a.m. Eastern. That could move the market a bit. Not usually huge for Forex, though. Business inventories also. And then Japan's got preliminary industrial production coming out. That's in the evening on Tuesday. Going into Wednesday, German preliminary CPI. We've got Spanish flash GDP out of Europe. We've got retail PMI out of Europe. German unemployment. 10-year bond auctions out of Italy and Germany. U.S. has the ADP non-farm employment change. CPI out of the U.S. We've got a Fed announcement. This is on Wednesday, so we have a 2-day Fed meeting this week. That'll be a focal point of the week. Usually means that going into Tuesday will be slow. Going into Wednesday will definitely be slow until that announcement. Obviously, nobody expects a rate change, but it's always in the language about what's coming forward that makes the market move. So we've got that announcement at 2 p.m. Eastern time on Wednesday. You got a rate statement out of New Zealand as well. Just after that, Japan's manufacturing PMI, New Zealand's business confidence, consumer confidence out of the UK as well. building approvals out of Australia with import prices and private sector credit. And then Japan unleashes their average cash earnings, monetary policy statement from the Bank of Japan, housing starts, and their press conference for their outlook report. Europe's German retail sales and import prices, nationwide HPI out of the UK, French consumer spending, Italian monthly unemployment rate, CPI out of Europe and their unemployment rate. That's a lot of key data for the euro right there at 6 a.m. Eastern time on Thursday. U.S. again, challenger job cuts, GDP out of Canada, unemployment claims out of the U.S. And then Chicago PMI here, not a big one for Forex. Australia that evening, Thursday, AIG Manufacturing Index and PPI. China's got their manufacturing PMI. Australia's got commodity prices. You got a bank holiday on Friday out of France and Italy. Manufacturing PMI out of the UK at 5:30 a.m. Eastern time on Friday. And then back to the U.S., we've got manufacturing PMI, ISM, and total vehicle sales late in the day on Friday. That should pretty much get us back to where we need to be in terms of economic data releases here in the U.S. Next weekend, by the way, next weekend is the time change in the U.S. I just added this down the list. So we've got U.S. and Canada changing their clocks next weekend. So that usually, Europe did it this weekend. Remember what that does is it shifts half of the world that usually trades to a different hour of trading from everybody else. That does affect the technicals a little bit starting out, and then you do it again next weekend to bring it back into parity. So sometimes the Sundays after those are a little slow because the technicals end up off. So just be aware of that. But again, the focal point of the week will be the Fed meeting, which will kind of dry up there in the middle of the week trading opportunities more than likely. We will be calling it in the lab as usual using eSignal 11, which charts are brought to you by. Have a great trading week.